right, Stone. Governor's interview.
Looks like more snow. I ain't worried about the weather. Just want to get out of this place. Get creams for Christmas. Never been in prison.
Come in.
65293, Stone, sir.
How are you, Stone?
I'm all right.
Still getting the stomach pains?
Now and again.
The hospital found nothing wrong.
I know. It must be psychosomatic.
What did you want to see me about?
How much longer do I have to stay in top security?
I've told you before that is not for me to say. What else?
Nothing.
Is this the only reason you wanted to see me?
Yes.
You have been told, I don't know how many times, that you can expect to stay in the top security wing for a long time yet. Now, if you wish to cooperate with the authorities, don't put in for another interview with me for at least a year. Take him away.
I can't wait to get out of this, Gav. Prison's really giving me the creeps. I think it'll rain before it snows. Let's go.
Supposed to be doing this? Do you always do what you're supposed to do? No. Oh, Tess, did you ever see that Woody Allen film where he meets his girlfriend's wacko brother who says sometimes he gets the urge to drive into oncoming traffic? Why are you telling me this now? Will you stop talking about bleeding movies and take this next turn off, right? Mind your nipples, for God's sake. Slow down.
Noise?
Do you know you were doing 30 miles an hour over the speed limit?
Oh, that's illegal.
It's all right, officer. They were responding to an emergency call.
You might have identified yourselves. Saved us all a bit of aggro. You have completely ruined my coffee break.
All air and seaports have been sealed off. The escape was a work of art, Maggie.
What do you want us to do, Nigel?
You'll find a pub on the London Road out of Rochester, the White Hart. A man called Donahue will be waiting for you. He'll fill you in.
Hang on a minute. Who is he?
The good book says he's Winchester, Oxford, flamboyant opening bat, evil googly, fluent Arabic, and his father was a brigadier.
C.A.T.S 6.
Sounds very much of that ilk.
Thanks. Forewarned is forearmed, as they say.
As who says?
Is anyone going to let us know what's going on?
Edward Stone skipped out of prison this morning. You better follow me.
Oi! My turn. I like to drive. And I like to live. What's the hurry?
Edward Stone broke out this morning.
Hey, the one in ultra-top Mark 1 Alpha Plus of Accident Security.
That's the one.
Nothing worth nicking in this bloody place. What's that? Look at this. This ain't been here before, is it? Look there. Hey, look. There's a bleeding phone here. You want to phone your mum? Leave it out. Can't grab one of them. His arm is infected in the back of here. Oh, yeah, what's that? Let's get it. Somebody's been messing about with this. It's probably just me being paranoid. Leave it out! Man, it's fucking bad. Leave it out! Go away.
You killed him.
Oh, yeah. Well, this will keep me warm.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he'll be okay. Get Stone ready, we're on our way. Right, come on, let's go.
Mrs. Forbes.
This is Tessa, Mrs. Fred.
Hi.
Fred, please, sit down. Behold the flesh pots of Rochester. Kind of takes the breath away, doesn't it?
You haven't told us your name.
Roy Donahue.
I bet you can prove it, too.
Oh, well trained, I see.
Like performing seals.
We can balance balls on the end of our noses.
Can I get you a drink?
We'll have some coffee.
Ah. Could we have some coffee, please?
Sorry, dear, we don't do coffee.
Oh,
I said to George, if that's
I
the sort
see.
of clientele that you want in here, it's
That's
going to
the
keep...
White Hart. White Hart, no coffee.
What's your game?
It's a survey on the better pubs of England.
Hang on. Sorry, love, I'll only be a minute. How many?
Oh, 3. Oh, and will you bring some biscuits? Digestives? Thank you.
It's not as if I wanted anything stronger.
Heard that Edward Stone is out.
Who done it?
The Russians. They hired the best Houdinis in the business to spring him. A class act.
And where do we come in?
We have to get him back, Fred.
Is that all?
Where do we start?
They've got everyone out on this. The police, the army, navy, air force, Boy Scouts, Girl Guides.
Well, what do you need us for?
You 3 have top security clearance, and there is an area where we can't use ordinary police.
What area?
There's a skeleton in Mr. Stone's cupboard. You have to stop it falling out.
Sex, politics, or religion?
2 out of 3, Tess. Stone's wife was having a fling with a minister of state while Stone was operational.
Morning.
A chap called Pendleton. Yes, he's still in office. Only 3 people know about it, all of them in the department. So with you lot, the number is 6.
Makes you feel really important.
I'm going to get the coffee.
Yeah. Give your hand.
So why are you telling us, and what do you want us to do?
One of you has to cover Ellen Stone, his wife.
Well, that's one of us. What about the other 2?
More skeletons. He has a 16-year-old daughter by another woman. However, the girl doesn't know who her real father is. Now, if Stone is going to spend the rest of his life in darkest Russia, the chances are he'll either contact his wife, his ex-mistress, or his only child, the girl, or maybe all 3.
Mother and daughter live together?
With mother's husband. Her name is Samantha Reynolds. She's told nobody about the real father of Beth, the child.
There are 2 of us in business. What about the other one?
I want you to work with me, Maggie.
Tessa can take the wife. Fred, the mother and daughter.
Ah, here are the addresses, plus all the details you need to know. Memorize and destroy, okay? I don't need to remind you that you are...
No, you don't.
Coffee's amazing.
Morning, George.
Morning,
Any
Mr.
mail for
Pendleton.
you? Thank you. Anything urgent, and I shall be at the House of Commons.
Right, sir.
What was that?
Didn't you hear, sir? Edward Stone, you know, the spy. Hopped it this morning. Over the wall.
Scenes such as you see behind me now are
Sir?
going to mean a long tail back of
Are you all
traffic
right?
across the region.
Mr. Pendleton.
Evidence that motorists
What?
are becoming frustrated at the delay. But all those that I have spoken to have accepted the gravity of the situation, and they do realize it's a matter of national importance that Stone be recaptured by the authorities with the least possible delay.
Maggie, we ought to get going. Now, top of the list is to make sure that the press don't get a sniff of Stone's wife and Pendleton.
Wrong. Top of the list is to put Stone back in prison where he belongs.
Yes, of course.
He gets 41 years and serves 2. Must be nice when he spies to know they'll be looked after if they ever get caught.
Every top agent of theirs in the last 20 years has served only a fraction of their sentences. Blake gets out of Wandsworth. Lonsdale, the Krugers, Abel in the States, swapped. No one stays in prison anymore. Stone betrayed dozens of our agents. The hell with Pendleton. I want him.
Fine.
MPs have been, still are, and always will be caught in the wrong beds. Men in the public eye attract scandal like lesser mortals get eczema. It is an old occupational hazard.
Police and prison authorities are trying to untangle the circumstances, the astonishing circumstances, of how Edward Stone could escape from a maximum security prison.
Hello, Mrs. Stone. My name's Tessa. I rang earlier.
Oh, any news?
No.
Oh, I wish I smoked or drank or something. It would help.
There's no reason to be afraid.
Oh, telling someone not to be afraid is about as pointless as telling them not to worry.
I suppose so.
Oh, coffee. Edward and I did not part company on the best of terms, and I have never once been to visit him in prison. He could really screw things up.
How? By telling of your affair with James Penderton?
My God! You knew about that? I didn't realise that anybody knew. I thought we'd been so clever. And now it seems we were bugged the whole time and everybody knows.
Only a very few. And anyway, since the minister's still in office, it looks like nobody's worried. Unless the press get hold of it.
James and I haven't spoken since the day Edward was arrested. Shock damn near killed him. Minister of State's girlfriend wed to ex-top Soviet spy. I bet he went to bed every night dreaming of the headlines. I know I did.
Hey, I thought you said you didn't drink.
I lie a lot.
No thanks.
Not on duty, isn't that what you're supposed to say? Russian vodka, how appropriate.
Hey, take it easy.
I'm sorry, some people can handle crises, not me. At the first sign of adversity, I fold.
Wait, is an extension?
Hello?
Helen?
Yes? James?
Are you alone?
Yes?
I'd like to come and see you.
All right. What do you think?
Don't say anything more on the phone. I'll be with you shortly.
Isn't it customary to see top security prisoners in their cells, not bring them into your office?
Not by me.
Would other governors risk taking a man like Stone out of a specialized unit?
You've examined the route. It is maximum security all the way.
You have a dozen reporters outside waiting to get in here and tear you apart.
You think I'm giving you a hard time? Wait till they start.
Governor, the prisoner who attacked the guard.
Not talking.
Try persuasion?
Much as I regret it, thumbscrews were withdrawn some time ago.
What happened to good old threats and cancelling parole, putting him in with a psycho? What is this, a prison or a social club?
Check with your superiors, and you will find, Mr. Donahue, that I was asked to make myself available within reason, hoping that he would name names, tell who was working for the KGB, that kind of thing.
Which, of course, he didn't.
All he asked this morning was how much longer did he have to spend in top security. May I offer you some tea?
When did you arrange the time for the last interview?
Yesterday afternoon.
His escape depended on him leaving this office at exactly the right time. How was that arranged between yesterday afternoon and this morning?
God knows. But it was, and it worked.
All right.
This is Major West. Advance party. Orders to secure and block the A23.
Oh, yeah.
Any news on Stone yet?
No, no news.
Oh, you know what they say. No news is good news.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oi!
You forgot this.
Jane, stay just like that.
Oh dear, this is me not so long ago. Look at these dry lines.
Now is the time for Pond's Dry Skin Cream. It smooths out dry lines and helps relieve dryness that can cause new lines to appear.
My skin looks so smooth now.
It feels so soft.
Pond's Dry Skin Cream helps your skin stay softer and younger looking.
Now, only Domestos thickens on contact to give you strength where you need it most. Now, Domestos clings longer to go on killing all known germs dead. Now, Domestos thickens on contact. Domestos for total protection.
I didn't know Gareth was such a sportsman.
Neither did I. What are all these cups for?
Well, that one's for boxing, this one's for fencing, and these two are for Nescafe.
My favourite cup. Mine too.
Of course, because only Nescafe has that special blend and roast. For that richer, smoother taste.
Hold on. All these cups are for second place.
With one exception.
Which one?
This one. Or Nescafe.
It's second to none.
Nescafe, coffee at its best.
Hello there. Pan Am have asked me to tell you about their great holidays. To America, Florida, California, New York. Everywhere. And from only £289. Great discounts too. Free hotels or up to 3 weeks free car hire. Oh, if only I could drive. So see your travel agent or call Pan Am on 01200 0200 now for details. Pan Am certainly gets my seal of approval. Bye!
Trust Card is a credit card welcomed throughout the world. Trust Card, for payments and credit wherever you see the Visa sign. Trust Card is backed by TSB. But whoever you bank with, Trust Card, it's all you need.
We'll talk plain and drink any kind of juice and wood beer. All at the right juice and price. Talk about juice and timber!
This picture is a very good example, in fact.
I married him when Beth was 3. That's him there. My husband, Les. I told him my father was a passing ship in the night. He didn't mind. He's got a couple of kids himself from his first marriage.
Didn't she ever want to know who her father was?
Yeah, I told her the same thing. Not in the same words, mind you. There she is now, remember, she doesn't know anything. Hello, Beth. This is Fred. Go on.
Short for Frederica. My father wanted a son.
She'll be staying a couple of days.
Oh, yeah?
She's on her way to the States. Her mother is an old friend of mine. She needed somewhere to stay, so I said she could stay here.
Terrific. Tell me all about it.
Difficult age, eh? Right. Sorry. Oh, make yourself comfy.
He'll aim for the south coast. Folkestone, Dover, where there's crowds.
We've got the ferries and the hovercraft covered.
Yeah, of course. The smart money is on a Russian sub waiting offshore.
What makes you think he won't fly out?
Too risky. Radar picks up everything these days, no planes. He'll take a boat from Folkestone or Dover. You see if he doesn't, Maggie.
You're the expert.
There are no experts in this game. Some are merely less incompetent than others.
And the kid says there were 3 of them. Army uniforms in the back of a military Land Rover.
And this place has no Ministry of Defense connections.
None that we know about.
All right, Nigel. They think Stone is disguised as a soldier with a couple of minders and they're using a military Land Rover.
How did they find out?
A couple of kids saw them changing in a disused factory near the prison.
Soldiers. Cheeky bastards.
They killed one of the kids.
They what?
The one got away and he told the police. Here's my car.
History.
In December 1912, easy. A famous ocean liner hit an iceberg and sank on its maiden voyage. What was the name?
Titanic.
Of the iceberg.
What?
Just kidding.
years. 2 years. 2 years. And not even an anonymous Christmas card. Now Edward escapes and he's round here in half a tick. Why?
Probably afraid you're going to write your memoirs.
Hello, Ellen.
Why, James! Back already?
Ellen, I'm sorry if I haven't had the time.
Oh, I'm sorry you haven't met. Tessa, this is James Pendleton.
How do you do?
Often to be seen on television telling us all why it's so important to deport agitators. Or is it prisons now? The problem of their security will be the next on the agenda.
This is rather embarrassing. I thought you'd be alone.
I was, for 2 bloody years.
Would you mind? I'd rather like to speak to Mrs. Stone.
Go ahead.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I have orders to stay with Mrs. Stone.
What are you, police?
Bigger than that, James. Security. And they know everything.
How long have you known? I can't believe it. All this time.
Had any promotions in the last couple of years, James? Finding it difficult to see classified papers? James and I met when Edward was abroad on business. Oh, you were so correct on that first evening out. Until we got back here and you couldn't wait to get your socks off. Oh, no, wait. Now I recall you kept them on. I thought it was rather odd at the time, till I realized you had congenitally cold feet in all senses of the word.
Please, Ellen.
What do you want, James?
I just came to see if you were all right. Needed anything.
How sweet. As a matter of fact, there is something I could do with.
What?
A typewriter.
I love afternoon TV. Makes me feel really immoral watching it while everyone's at work.
If all you cuddle up with in the afternoons is the telly, you won't go far wrong. I pick a bloke who's married, gives me a kid, and 14 years later turns out to be a bigger spy than Philby. You stick with Blue Peter.
See ya.
Where are you going?
Out.
Where out?
Down the rag market, okay? Did you get that stuff at the rag market? Yeah. Well, what's wrong with it? No, I love it. It's just I wouldn't mind taking something like that to America. Can I come with you? Please yourself.
See ya.
Mum, just off the rag market with Beth. Samantha's in there. God, you're looking so well. Come on.
Come in.
Come on, come on.
Oh, we got enough food then?
Oh, there's enough for a siege.
Is there food?
You don't find anyone, mate.
Sam?
But when you get to Russia, you can phone the light, but not before.
Look.
No, you look. Sit down. We tell you what to do, not the other way around. Do you understand?
Is there a problem?
Don't point loaded guns unless you're going to use them.
It's not even loaded.
I'm just trying to explain to our commie Judas here that if he goes round making phone calls, he's going to drop us right in the carsy. Now, Mr. Stone, while we're entertaining you, you better not even spit crooked. Not until you're off our island, right?
Have you got that?
No, that won't work. Well, this one, the white one there. Oh, no, that's why it's boring, right? Those are nice.
Sam never mentioned you, Mrs. Forbes.
Oh, we haven't seen each other for ages, have we?
Must be what, 15 years?
And your girl's off to the States.
Well, her dad's American, so she thought she'd try her luck over there.
God knows what we're going to do with Beth.
She's a handful. Thinks Les is a prize nerd and lets him know it. Since the day he moved in, he and Beth haven't had a kind word to say to each other.
Drive old Les round a twist. He freaked, especially if the neighbours saw it. Do you know what happened to your old man? My life story? Yeah. I was one of nature's mistakes. You were? Oh, funny, says the old lady when she's throwing up in the morning. You ever tried to find out about him? Well, if she don't tell me, who will? Anyway, what's the diff? Who needs to know about parents?
What is it you do, Mr. Reynolds?
Local government.
You really wanted to be a brain surgeon, didn't you, love?
Sam?
Trouble was you couldn't afford the evening class.
Probably not. See, I had to fork out for a kid that wasn't mine.
Sorry.
Beth seems to be rather a sore point.
Here's a kiss. See ya.
Uh-oh, God. Wally's coming over.
Where's he come for a coffee, girl? Go. Do you want to come for a coffee?
No.
Come on here, Joe. Look there. Oh, Joe. Joe. I told you it wasn't Shirley Temple.
Fred, can you show me how to do that?
No, sorry, love, it's a trade secret.
Oh, go on, tell me. Tell me.
Well, if you see another China store, I'll show you, right?
What?
Get it down here. What's the matter with you now?
If you don't let me make a telephone call, I'm not leaving.
You what?
I'm staying here.
You'll do as you told me.
For what? You'll kill me? That would rather cancel the whole operation, wouldn't it?
Harry, get the phone out of the car.
Maggie Forbes.
Ah, the more the merrier.
I simply wanted to check that everything was all right.
Oh, couldn't be better. Have you met James Penderton?
Hello.
Yes. Tessa, I wonder if I could have a quiet word.
Through here.
This was us. Things are a bit tense in there.
Understatement of the year.
What's going on?
She's talking about writing her memoirs.
She's what?
I don't know whether she's winding him up or whether she means it.
Who on earth gave her that idea?
Actually,
Market for kiss and tell books these days.
I think I did.
I can't believe you're being serious.
I would if I were you.
You thought of the harm you can do.
Oh, what harm?
I'll be ruined for a start.
Well, of course you will. That's the whole point. But who else? I'll be all right. Everybody knows I'm Edward's wife. I thought I had rather a good press at the time, as a matter of fact. And there's no children involved. And both my parents are dead. There's no red faces there. My stock might well go up, actually. I'm still able to hook an MP, Minister of State, no less.
Shut up, Ellen.
Why did you come here, James?
While he was in jail, he was safe. He wouldn't have talked about you and me. Bit of blackmail he could use to try and get out early. But Ellen, if he makes it to Moscow, he'll tell the world. Remember Ivanov? Profumo. There's a school of thought that says Ivanov was sent here precisely to embarrass the government. Imagine what would happen to this government.
Western decadence. High officials caught with their pants down again.
Exactly. I'm not thinking of myself, I'm thinking of the country.
Oh, James. I'm not thinking of myself, I'm thinking of the country. Oh, you sound like a bad Victorian novel. If you'd come to me and said, Ellen, I am scared out of my wits, help me, I might have listened. I might. But to stand there invoking the patriotic spirit, you're beginning to believe all that drivel you speak in the House of Commons. Now, please go. I'm tired. Don't mind me. It's just the woman scorned routine.
Please answer it.
Message from Eddie Stone. Come on your own. The studio, Penny Farthing Lane, just off the Canterbury Road.
Who was it?
Message from Eddie. The studio, Penny Farthing Lane, off the Canterbury Road. Damn it.
Tessa, stay here with Mrs. Stone. Maggie.
You take the inside, I'll take the outside. Go.
Nothing.
Oh, all that. Put this away.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Quite. All I got out of it was a flat tire.
Maggie!
If you have to drive a car that's thirsty, uncomfortable, and noisy, that needs constant servicing and tire changes, and then still lets you down when you need it most, you'll appreciate a car that isn't, doesn't, and won't.
This one's for all you square fans. Now troubles may come and troubles may go. If your breakfast square, you're ready. I mean a bowl, it's good and whole, just like Shreddies. So if you get up late, you'll soon feel great, and you won't care where that bed is, 'cause it don't compare with feeling square, just like Shreddies.
It's the whole wheat malt and vitamins that make Shreddies the square breakfast.
Just like Shreddies.
British Rail's Kids Out, Quids In offer has come back to the southeast for the summer. It works like this. One person buying a cheap day return can take up to 4 others for just £1 each. One of the party must be a child, but the rest can be any shape or size. So it's perfect for any kind of family. Before you go, phone 01200 0200 for details. Kids Out, Quids In. We're getting there.
For unit trusts with a track record of good performance over the long term, there is a growing management group whose name you should never forget.
Alec, good of you to come at such short notice.
Had to come anyway. Couldn't have you flapping around on the telephone like that. No. What can I do for you?
It's the stone business. It could wreck my career. How in the name of hell can a man get out of maximum security?
He has. I don't see how your department can carry that particular can.
It's not the department, it's your people. They seem to know about my acquaintance with Mrs. Stone.
Do they?
Well, those damn furies of Nigel Beaumont seem heavily involved.
What acquaintance with Mrs. Stone?
Come on, you know as well as I do.
Well, what's your problem now?
If the man makes it to Moscow, Ellen didn't exactly stand by him in his hour of need. Obviously, he'll rake the whole thing up publicly. Throw muck at HMG.
HMG?
They throw muck at me, the government gets splattered too.
No doubt HMG would want to contain the matter.
Throw me to the bloody wolves.
It might not come to that. Your best hope is that we capture the chap.
It's not just me, you know, Davis.
Best you're a good lady. I'd keep my head down if I were you.
Oh.
How's that leg?
Oh, it's all right. It's only Bruce.
Okay.
You saved my life.
You saved mine as well. Now, here we are. Sit over there. That's it. I'll grab some of that booze.
They saw us coming.
I know. I can only think it was my fault. I turned my lights off too late. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
We know where they are. They're only 5 minutes from here, Maggie. If we close off the roads, we've got them.
You should have seen what just happened. We've Fred sorted these people.
Shit! You're coming with me, lovely lady.
Do as he says, darling.
Oh, who is he? What's he want?
Just do as he says, Beth.
They want to see you.
Who?
They sent him to fetch you. If you do as he says, you won't get hurt.
That's right. You do as you're told, no biggins.
Oh, where are you going? Where are you going?
it? Let's have a look. What was it?
Somebody rang while I was out. Who was it? Who was it, Sam? Tell me, or I swear
Tell him!
You ready?
Yes.
I admired the way you handled yourself tonight, Maggie.
Do you always kiss people you admire?
No.
I always make it a point of kissing anybody that saves my life. Time to go.
It's working!
I'm sorry, love. I should have told you long ago. How was I to know how he'd turn out?
Oh, where the hell is Maggie?
I'll tell you something. If anybody harms that girl, I'll kill them.
Maggie?
Yeah.
Nigel.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a word with you, please?
Yeah, sure. What's happened?
Hello?
Where are you?
On the A2, one of the Canterbury checkpoints.
You told me Stone rang his wife.
Oh, one of his minders did, yes. Why?
He also rang the girl's mother and sent someone to snatch the daughter.
When?
It's just happened.
But that's impossible. They were just here 10 minutes ago. It's over an hour from here to the Reynolds house.
Tell that to Fred, Maggie. She may give you an argument.
What do you mean?
I mean, whoever snatched the girl also laid Fred out. Call her. Now.
Anything wrong?
No. I'm just going to check out Fred.
OK, Maggie, I'll ask.
Have you got a car?
Yes. In the garage.
Yeah, they've got a car.
Did you talk to her?
Lime was engaged. Oh, I'd love some coffee.
I'll get you some.
Stone!
Hello, Beth.
Who are you?
Come and sit down.
No. Well, why'd you bring me here? Who are you?
For Christ's sake, tell her!
He's your father.
What?
I'm your father, Beth.
Father? You?
Roy, I still feel a bit groggy after that tumble. Don't think the coffee helped either. I think I'll turn in.
Where? Can't go all the way back to London.
You got any B&B places in the area?
Yeah, a couple of miles.
Can you give me a lift?
That's it.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, get some sleep.
I want you to come with me, Beth.
To Russia?
Yes.
Why didn't you ever come for me before?
I wanted to. Believe me, I did.
Oh, why didn't you? When I asked Mum about you, she didn't tell me anything. Where you were, nothing. She never even told me your name.
I was already married. And then I was sent abroad on my job. When I came back, you were 8 or 9. I asked your mother if I could see you, but By then, she'd got married. Things were settled. She said it would be best if we left things as they were. When I came back again, you were 14.
Oh, why did you listen to her? I mean, I was 14. You should have told me.
I couldn't.
Why not?
Because not long after I got back, I went to prison.
Prison? Well, why? What for?
It was to do with my job. I believed, I still believe, certain things. Politics. It doesn't matter now.
Is that why you can't stay in England?
Yes. See, all I can do is pick up the pieces and try to start again. You're all I have, Beth. And that's why I want you to come with me.
I've never been abroad.
We could travel.
Will Mum come with us?
No, just you and me.
It's getting light.
Will you come?
How long for?
As long as you like.
Oh, there's nothing going on at home. Could be neat. Russia. Wonder what their top 20's like.
So you'll come?
Be a bit of a giggle.
Right, come on your feet.
My daughter's coming with me.
Like hell she is.
Call and get the okay if you want to, but you know they won't refuse. There's room on the helicopter and there'll be room on the summer.
You can please yourself, but I just want to get rid of you.
Капитан, приблизиться к Японии. Дом Венье. This is your Captain.
Sit down. Down.
Raymond? Hello, sir. You heard from your operatives?
Not since last night.
You're shortly about to.
Why?
Your C.A.T.S Eyes team have found Stone.
They've caught him?
Yes.
Excellent.
Beaumont, I'm going to give you a direct order which you will obey without question. You are going to tell your people to let him go.
Let him go?
Yes.
I give them orders to find and arrest Stone. And when they do, I then tell them to let him go.
Politics, Beaumont.
How did you know he was here?
Well, you went for coffee. I used your car phone to trace the calls. You made one to this house, one to the airfield, and one to Ellen Stone, telling us to go to Canterbury, where we played out your charade of believing that Stone had gone south instead of up here. There was also a phone in the burned-out Jeep, so that you could keep Stone one jump ahead of us all the time, telling him to get out of his soldier gear when he'd been rumbled.
I didn't want the boy killed.
Oh, I'm sure you didn't. Getting a spy out of prison for the Russians was one thing, but killing was another. Well, that was way over the top.
I'm not working for the Russians, Maggie.
Who the hell are you working for?
The same people as you. Just a different department, that's all. Politics.
Now you have lost me entirely.
Détente is the flavor of the month again. We want to talk peace and friendship, but a prerequisite is to get Stone back. He is, after all, the greatest spy we've had in years. Trouble is, there's nobody to swap him with. So we did a Blake. We sprung him ourselves. No harm done. You said it yourself. He's a busted flush.
No harm done. A boy was killed.
Grow up, Maggie. Take the phone. Call Nigel. Call my bosses. They'll all tell you the same. Let Stone go.
Beaumont.
Nigel, we've got Stone.
Yes, I've heard. I have the director of DI6 with me.
What do you want me to do with him, Nigel?
Do with him.
I understood that our orders were to find Stone and detain him, but Donahue holds a different view.
Donahue wants you to release him.
He tells me that due to politics, Stone is to go free. Is that right? Do I understand that I am not to apprehend an escaped criminal and an accomplice to murder? Nigel, are you ordering me to let him go?
No, I am not. Your orders are as they were, to place Stone in police custody as soon as is practical.
I'm really sorry about this, Maggie.
Get her in my car.
What are you doing? Where are you taking them?
Local police station.
But you've been ordered to let them go.
Stone goes back where he belongs, and that isn't some comfortable Dakar on the Black Sea. Politics!
What do you think the boy will get?
No. 7 to 14 years at Her Majesty's pleasure.
And Stone?
About 2 weeks.
There'll be another call for Cat's Eyes next Saturday night at 9:15.